It's Brexit Day, June 24th. Happy Brexit Day. But hold up, where's all the bunting? Where's all the street parties and the cake and scones and tea and biscuits? Where is all of that? Why isn't this Independence Day featured on any of the tabloids that championed it this time last year? I'll tell you why. Because increasingly the British population are recognising Brexit for what it is, and that is fool's gold. Think of all the promises this time last year. Sovereignty to change laws, and we can't think now which laws we want to change. About 350 million for the NHS, when there will be no net gain at all from Brexit, and in fact it's making our NHS vastly overstrained by people leaving. Think of the promises that were made that if we stayed in the EU, Turkey would join and they would send 75 million Turks over here to come and eat our NHS. And as for notions of free trade around the world, look at the EU clocking up trade deals faster than we will. And we thought we could do that by ourselves, go back to scratch and then overtake them. It was all based on arrogance. But if you look at the polling now, people don't want to leave the single market and the customs union. They do understand now what immigrants are for. As immigrants leave, so does workforce leave. The spirits of immigrants don't stay within the fields continuing to pluck strawberries while their unwanted bodies go back to other European countries. People understand that these are labourers in our workforce making our economy stronger, and they're starting to see that now, and this is one of the good things of Brexit that we should be celebrating on Brexit Day, because for 40 years we didn't have that education about all the frameworks that we were building with our neighbours in policy, in health, in science, in tech, in security and policing and defence, all of these, right? That was all going on under the radar, and then during the referendum debate it was just a burst of sound bites and bullshit and lies. But now that we're walking through the actual nuts and bolts of this, we are getting the proper education about everything that Brits and our fellow Europeans have been building up over the decades and how that benefits us and what is at stake should we leave. And our European partners are seeing that as well, so in a sense we're doing them a favour. But the good thing is this, we're all getting this education now. The blustery bullshit of the referendum is gone, reality is setting in. If a vote were taken again today, most people would vote Remain. This is what all the polls are saying. And so I think we've got a really good opportunity at the moment to overturn Brexit, maybe with some reform of the EU, but definitely as the philosopher Alan Watts says, there is no foreground without background. And when we took this vote last year, there wasn't the Brexit and there wasn't the Trump like there is now to actually show, by contrast, what the spirit of the EU is all about. So I'm confident now that we can go forward and recapture all of those things that we really took for granted. So happy Brexit Day, and let's get rid of this Brexit mess as soon as possible.